Okay, so this morning we will be describing and finding the next terms of a linear sequence. But before we start that, we've got an emoji maths problem for you. So we've got a lolly, add a lolly, add a lolly equals 30. We've then got a donut plus a lolly plus a donut equals 22. We then got a sweet plus a donut equals 24. So once you've figured out the values of the lolly, the donut and the sweet, use that knowledge to work out the total of the bottom row. Think really carefully about the operations and the order that you must solve those in, as well as looking carefully at the amount of emojis in that bottom row. Okay, so the lollies are worth 10 each because 10 add 10 is 30. That makes the donuts worth 6 each because 6 add 6 is 22. The sweets are then worth 9 each because 9 add 6 is 24. Now, with the bottom row, we need to think about bid mass and the order of operations. Now, there is one sweet, so that would be 9, and we need to do that multiplied by the 2 lollies. Okay, so there are 2 lollies there, which makes that total 20. So 9 lots of 20 is 180. We can then add on the donuts. There are 2 donuts, so we need to add on 12. So 180 add 12 is 192. Okay, so to be successful today, you need to work out the rule for each linear sequence. You then need to use this to work out what the next term, so the next number, will be in that sequence. So our first sequence is 6, 11, 16, 21, 26. So the description for this sequence would be add 5 because the numbers are increasing by 5 each time. So because they're increasing, that would make it an add, and the jump between each pair of numbers is 5. So the next term in this sequence would be 31 because 26 add 5 equals 31. Okay, the next sequence is 13, 11, 9, 7, 5. So have a think about that number sequence. First of all, think about whether it's increasing or decreasing. Okay, so think about whether that would be an add or a subtract to describe it. Now think about what it's going either up or down in each time. So think about the jump between each pair of numbers. Then use this information to work out the next term, so the next number, in this sequence. Okay, so your Do It Today has 5 questions. So there are 5 sequences. Your first job is to write the description for each of those sequences, so whether they're addition or subtraction and by how many. You then need to work up the next term, so the next number, for each of those sequences. Your twist it then is Coco thinks that the next 4 terms in the sequence after 3 and 7 are 13, 17, 23 and 27. Now Coco is incorrect. Your job is to explain why Coco is incorrect. Okay, so your DYU then is a missing number question. So your sequence goes something, something, 14, something, something, okay? So there are 4 missing terms, the first term, the second term, the fourth term, and the fifth term. Now, we need to work out what those values could be in 3 different circumstances. So there are 3 different parts to the DYU question. So for the first one, it says the first terms, the first number in the sequence has to be a positive number. Now a positive number is a number above 0, okay? So once you've got that number, work out what the second term in that sequence could be so that the third term is then 14. You then need to work out the fourth and fifth terms as well. Once you've done that, it's time for part 2. And part 2 says that the first term in the sequence must now be a negative number. So that first missing number is now a negative number. Okay, then work out what the second term would be so that your third term is then 14. And you then need to work out what the fourth and fifth term would be as well. After that, it says the first term must now be a prime number. So the sequence has to start with a prime number, Then you need to work out what the second term could be. Then the third term must be 14, and then what the fourth and fifth terms would be. The answers for the do it, the twist it, and the DYU are about to come up onto the screen. So if you've not quite finished yet, then pause the video now. Super home learning today, guys. I'll be back tomorrow with another video. See you then. Bye.